You know a situation, thing, or person is bad, like rotten to the core when you have white people agreeing with you that yes, said situation, thing, or person is bad. So apparently, there is a particular group, sect, nationality of white people that other white people do not like. Today, we're talking about white on white crime. Let's get into it. I know some of us are already taking wild guesses, wondering what particular group of people do other white people not like? Is it the Russians? Or no, probably it's the Italians. Or it's white Americans. Oh, it's definitely white Americans. Well, to answer these questions and to start off this very entertaining video, I want to share with you guys a very interesting clip that has been making its rounds on TikTok.
I'm in the process of sponsoring a family that is fleeing South Africa due to the white genocide. I am not going to let a white group of people suffer and not help them because I've been bullied into not giving a shit. That ain't me. Wrong dude. Don't care. These people want to be Americans. They don't want to be South Africans anymore because that country was given over the minute that sucking communist Mandela was let out of prison. They're going to live in my house, and I'm going to feed them and take care of them.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Suffice to say that I got involved in the abuse of the minority white race in South Africa a couple of years ago. Got heavily involved. Ultimately, ended up sponsoring a family of four and helped facilitate them from Africa. And obviously, it turned out bad. They did play me, and they admit. In fact, that was one of the things they said was. They're bragging about how they played me like a sport game. I spent over $30,000 in that 11 months in money and fed and clothed them. So I might be stupid enough to have fallen for that because I thought with my heart instead of my head. You know what? They cost me a lot of money when they were here, suck and parasite and use people, and then when they're done, they just, go on to the next victim. When they talk to me, it's like, hey, we're a good family. We own a business, and we're hardworking people. And when we get to America, the way we'll pay the rent will be we'll work for you guys. All right. If anything, we had to work 10 times as hard just to take care of these people. I mean, in 11 months, I got my grass cut 3 times. One time ended up being in a huge argument. Everything free. Lay around, watch TV, and watch movies for 11 months.
Those are the white people I'm talking about. First of all, can we talk about how Bob, let's call him Bob, right? Can we talk about how Bob's voice changed? The tone. If you compare both videos, he became he became humble. They humbled him. They literally used Bob for his resources and the jackpot. Does it sound familiar? So apparently, the colonizers in South Africa, they're even worse than the ones in America. These people legit used this man for his resources. And after they had sucked him dry, they ran. The exact same thing they did to us when they got here. They did it to him in America. This is colonizer on colonizer crime, I tell you. This video too goes with me. Bob learned the hard way. And I love this for Bob. I love this for Bob. He fell for the lies and he took these people in thinking he was taking in people that had heads. And you saw how he was speaking in the beginning of this video. He was so energetic, enthusiastic about helping these people. He was excited, talking about the white genocide going on in South Africa and how he's going to help these white people. He don't give it and all of that. He was talking all that game. Only to meet these people and see what they did to him. Like I said, I love this for Bob. I absolutely love this for Bob. And we're not even going to be discussing that whole white genocide that's happening in America. We know all that is propaganda. We've talked about that before on this platform several times, right? But this is the purpose though of why they spread that propaganda. So they can, get into the hearts or the minds, the conscience of other white people, because it's only them that can fall for all of that BS. Everybody on the continent knows it's a lie. White people are their target audience. And not only are they spreading this propaganda, they are even using it to scam their own people. And then you heard what he said about Mandela, how he spoke about the man. For crying out loud, Mandela is an indigenous African man who was in his country, imprisoned by the colonizers. But then somehow he is the bad guy in this story. Somehow in this man's head, Mandela is the one with the problem, not the colonizers who came in and were fighting, unaliving his people, taking over their lands, their resources, and all of that. Mandela, the man fighting for the liberation of his people, is the one that is in the wrong in this man's head. It's just the lies these people have over the years told themselves, so much so that now they believe their own lies. It's just the colonizer in these people. Like a good sis says all the time on TikTok, it is in them, not on them. I believe it's safe to say those white South Africans taught Bob a lesson he would not soon forget. They humbled him so bad, he lost the energy in his voice. He was so humble. I love me some colonizer on colonizer crime. I love me some white on white crime. There are some tweets that I came by and I want to share with you guys as well, because apparently Bob's situation isn't very unique. White South Africans are going around the planet and they are making a reputation for themselves. Let's get into those tweets, okay? This one is from Brad, and he says, in New Zealand, there's only two types of people we will not tolerate. The first one is Ray to the cyst, and the other is white South Africans. Honestly, those people are the effing worst. When are we marching and holding peaceful protests against those efforts? Have you met one? The worst. I am absolutely sick of white South African nationals immigrating to Aotearoa and having an immediate negative opinion on everyone who isn't white. Shut the F up! You do not get a say on things you don't know anything about. Why not head to Holland if you hate it so much? They don't even want them in the country. Not only do they want them to shut the F up, they want them gone. Holland, you take them. We can't handle these people. If you've traveled the world and met many people in different places, you will learn that white South Africans are arrogant and entitled. This is from Thomas, and he says, after a couple of years of working in hospitality, you start to develop an almost supernatural sixth sense for if a customer is going to be rude or difficult, going off very slight, almost imperceptible cues like a South African accent. Wow. The Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them. But I guess when it comes to white South Africans, you know them by their accents, followed by their fruits. And then Thompson responded back to Thomas by saying, yup, every time a white South African walks into my office, set timer for 30 seconds. Let me tell you how Blicks are ruining my country. What are these people doing in the abroad? Other white people from other countries also don't like our white people. Beautiful to watch. Beautiful and sad to watch. Because now these people are going to be stuck in South Africa. If nobody wants them nowhere, then they have nowhere else to go, right? It's beautiful, makes me laugh, but at the same time, it's sad. Very, 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 very sad. Europe, come and carry your descendants. Come and carry your people. Take them, however it is they are your people. You can't be denying them. Well, I guess from the way things are looking like, all they have left or who they have left to rely on that would have their back is Elon Musk. Elon can take them with him to Mars or wherever it is in hell in space that he's planning on going to. Until Elon go shock us, tell us, say, nah, me too don't want them. I'm in the UK and people don't particularly like them here either. Even New Zealanders loathe them. They are very embarrassing. Your brand of racism has to be extremely crass to even be loathed by Australians and the likes. Truly ghetto. This is why they say if you have bad character, change. Change your bad character. It's very important. Like people are telling you that your character stinks. You work on it. See now, the black people don't want you, your own people don't want you, nobody wants you. Now you're just there in the wind, homeless. Even your nation, your native land, Europe, have said, this one's it's beyond us. There's nothing we can do. They're far gone. These ones are far gone. They're even worse than we are. It's bad. Like even when a white American is complaining about another group of white people. Anyways, guys, see, I had a blast with this video. I just went to have fun. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm so excited to be back. And of course, as always, I will see you guys in the next one.
They did play me, and they admit. In fact, that was one of the things they said was they're bragging about how they played me like a sport game. I spent over $30,000 in that 11 months in money and fed and clothed them. So I might be stupid enough to have fallen for that because I thought with my heart instead of my head. You know what? They cost me a lot of money when they were here, suck and parasite and use people, and then when they're done, they just, go on to the next victim.